Oh, shit. Done. Save. We shall go here. Let me get this set up, Bobs. This is new vinyl record arrivals. Embed, copy, blogger. What's up, Bobs? We got new record arrivals. But I have to set up the channel soon. Where's Recordo? Recordo Obscuro. The fuck is it? Of organ. Lots of organ music, bruv. It's going to be playing shortly. But we gotta do this first. V400 140. That's confirmed. Shall do. Let's do this bullshit right now. What do you got, bruv? Who's this? Harvey Joe? Hey, Harvey Joe. How are you, buddy? Got a bunch of records, 50 cents a piece today, so I figured I might as well go crazy. Fantabulazo. Hi, Guy. How are you? What is this record? Let's turn on the... Fantabuloso is a new word describing a new sound created on a new electronic instrument. The artist is personable and talented, Bill Thompson. He has brought you his interpretation on the Wittenberg Wurlitzer and also the Verli at the Rialto Theater, South Pasadena, California. After the installation of the beautiful Rogers 36E in his studio, Bill conceived this collection of Latin American melodies. Now it is a reality. The full Thompson treatment is given each selection, ranging from tango to bossa nova, sweet and gentle to dramatic and dynamic. As you will see, the Rogers places at the command of the artist all of the depth and majesty of the pipe organ, plus the instant response and dependability of the electronic organ. Now, those of us at Lift Records invite you to relax, run up the gain, and bring into your experience the exciting combination of Bill Thompson, his Rogers organ, a musical Latin American fiesta. How exciting. Is this the record that's got the cool... There's one of these records that was... No, I don't think this is it, but it might be. No. This ain't it, bro. Lift. Fantastioso. Don't you fall. Fantabuloso. Motherfuckers. One thing I do hate is putting records back into their sleeves. The Ralph Hunter Choir, The Wild Wild West, Oh, he's branding this little feller. Hey, fellers, on the trail, dancing and hollering, little doggies. That's fucking brilliant. Saturday Night Saloon, on the trail. Hey, motherfucker, give me a drink. Whoa, they got the skeleton with them. Who's this son's a bitch? Sandy Bill's skeleton brought up for a drink. Hey. Oh, this is the story of that guy who, what's up? Jenny Sykes. You related to Yikes? Yeah, the Wild Wild West. What a fucking oot and hollering time. This is going to be what year? 1959. What's this say? What the world needs now is Tom Hazelton and the Unit Orchestra. Look at this guy. That's a fucking maestro right there. Tom Hazelton is one of the few organists in the world that is both a top-rated theater and classical organist. Tom performs many dual programs each year. Where is he from? Palo Alto, California? Yeah, that's a guy you can trust with your organ. Foltissimo. Is this the one that's see-through? Yeah, it is. This is great. Look at this vinyl. What year is this? Let's see what year this is. Promotion copy only. As if anybody wanted it. 1960. But look at this vinyl. This is great. Hell yeah. Whew. It smells like a wet dog, but the record's cool as hell. Remember that this record starts at the innermost groove and ends at the outer edge. What? Are they saying that it starts here? Remember that this record starts at the innermost groove and ends at the outer edge. How the hell can that be? So it plays backwards? Is that what they're saying? Is that possible? I wonder if that is possible. As I said, this sleeve here smells awful. Maybe it's the record itself that smells. No, it's definitely the sleeve. The sleeve smells rotten. I want to get you out of there, buddy. I want to see if this actually plays backwards. What the hell does that mean? All right, I'll have to set that aside and see if that is true. Think on these. June Wade. As you notice, I will never buy records that are... I mean, I'll buy it like a fucking T-Rex record if someone has it, but I prefer records that I never heard before and will never hear again. It was January 22nd, 1972, when June Wade and her husband Dale made their way to a church altar. There that night, Dale and June gave their hearts to Christ. Dale was delivered from alcoholism, and June dedicated her talents to God. June has a beautiful voice and a unique ability to communicate a song to her audience. She worked as a vocalist in many Southern California nightclubs before she dedicated her life to Christ. You can play it sideways? Are you related to Jenny Sykes? Yeah, look at this shit. What's this mean? Important. Remember that this record starts at the innermost groove and ends at the outer edge. What the fuck? So it goes like this? Oh, wonder if it's backward masking. Look at that. It's even got like an inner band that's... Can't really see it here, but it's very strange. Never heard of that. Can't wait to play this record. Yeah, how? How does it do it? I've never seen that before on a record. There we go. Bill Dalton, Ohio Theater, Volumes 1 and 2. Look at that fucking church organ. That's a beast. Look at this guy. Hey, buddy, I'm going to play tonight. Hell yeah. Witchcraft, buddy. It's going to be witchcraft. This theater in which it is installed is a beautiful example of the Spanish Moorish architecture and is as lovely as when it was built in 1928. What year is it? Here's the second of this. This one, I believe, is another. Yeah, it's another one. But unlike that one, you don't play it from the inner groove. I wonder why Mary Baker Eddy, who was what was she? A science. What's that called? Christian Science. This one may not even play, but I got it anyways just because it's red. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now, bro. I'm not gonna be afraid. Robbie fucking Shrub. Hey, Robbie Shrub. I like how this has nothing. It's just a blank piece of cardboard sleeve. It's great. For members only. I think I have 2 of these. Detroit Theater Club. I guess not, buddy. I had 2 of them. For members only, with Ashley Miller at the console of the mighty Wurlitzer at the Detroit Theater Organ Club. This album is not for sale. Oh, fuck. Play it backwards like the Beatles. Paul is dead. That was a good... That almost sounded like a cymbal. You hear that? Listen. Right at my AMP fucking... Daisy, Daisy. Look at this guy. Ashley Miller, Detroit Theater Club. I wonder where that place was. 1961. Look at that place. That's fucking great. Arr! It's like a Red Hot Chili Peppers commercial or concert. Al Melgard at the Chicago Stadium organ. Look at this guy. He's fucking playing like he's a Phantom of the Opera. Leon Barry. Is this the same guy? I swear to God, if this ain't the right fucking album. I don't think it is. That's Al Melgard. This is Leon Barry, motherfucker. See, that's why you check your records. I pulled it out, but... Fucking Al Barry. Or Leon Barry. Well, that was a miss. Leon, son's gone. He's gone, all right. Well, that's a fucking... Look at this. White Spirituals. I couldn't pass this up. Southern Folk Heritage Series. You know it's got a jizz stain. Recorded in the field. What? The word... Wait, it was recorded in an actual fucking field? The word spiritual normally is preceded by the word Negro. It is unfortunate that more white people do not realize that the spiritual, in a very real sense, is their music too. Folk spirituals and religious ballads were composed in the early 1800s by whites and Negroes alike, while most white congregations from the latter part of the 19th century on ignored the pre-Civil War spirituals and styles of singing. Not all did. This volume of religious song, collected by Alan Lomax, indicates that a rich treasure of such music still remains in the South. Of unusual interest, yeah, Stonehenge, stone fucking brain. Of unusual interest is the lining hymn here, recorded in the Mount Olivet Regular Baptist Church at Blackie, Jesus Christ, Blackie, Kentucky. Hey, we're white, but we call our church Blackie. It recalls the psalm singing style of New England, dating back to as early a period as 1650, in which the song leader sings a line, which is then repeated by the congregation. Lining out did not last in New England, but survived on the frontier, where camp meetings drew large numbers of people. Naturally, hymn books and literacy were scarce. Them bones, buddy. Let's see what else they say. Introduction to the Southern Folk Heritage Series by Alan Lomax. Sounds of the South. I'll have to go back and get some more. Marches for Twirling. Hey. Eastman Symphonic Wind Ensemble, Frederick Fennell. You motherfuckers. His honor, Henry Fillmore. What year is this? The Country Music Story by Minnie Pearl. Tragedy hits industry. Giddy, giddy up, go. Come on, girl. Look at her. Hey, there's me and Tex Ritter. Is that Jack Ritter's father? What's that say? MGB. For free printing listings. Cowboy Copus. Tex Ritter. Jack and whatever the fuck his name is. Henry Boyce. Detroit, Michigan. DeQuinder Street. MSB. That must be Henry Boyce. But why is his name Henry and then it's MSB? Why? Tibia and Vox. I actually have this record, I believe. This is by George Wright, who's a fucking champ. George Wright, the first record I bought of him was him playing this organ along with bird whistles. Fucking absolute genius. But there's like a weird little affect in here. You can see it's just like... Merry Christmas, George Wright. $2. Hi-Fi stereo disc. This is an incomparable stereo. Hopefully you're in there, buddy. Merry Christmas from George Wright. Look at that goddamn Wurlitzer. Merry Christmas with music. Christmas song, Toilin', Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. Everything you'll ever need. And finally, The Sound of the Silence featuring Lee Irwin. That looks like Nicolas Cage. One of the most exciting evenings in the long career of Manhattan's best remaining movie palace, Brandt's Beacon Theater, came recently when Lee Irwin created the musical setting for Rudolph Valentino's superb silent film, The Eagle. Lee's 72-minute score was an original composition written specially for the film, and on this record you will hear highlights from the score, together with a program of popular songs from the Valentino years, played on the Wurlitzer as only Lee Irwin can play them. This sounds really good. You love this book? It's not even a book. How can you love this book when it's a fucking record, buddy? Sound of the Silence. You know it's a book? Or it's a record? Where is this from? It's funny, too, because I found a Billie Eilish record a couple weeks ago, but it didn't have its sleeve, so I left it for some person who was seeking that garbage out. This guy's a champ. Ah ha 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 ha. Nico laughing my ass off. Well, that's the end of that, I guess. Fortissimo. Must look that up. Important record. Remember that this record starts at the innermost groove. I'm gonna remember that while I look it up. Remember that this record starts at the innermost groove. And ends at the outer edge. Remember that, buddy. There it is. Someone's already commented on it. Fortissimo. Pipe organ. But this is a different record. Dominic Ciccone's. Wish I could fucking read it, but it just won't let me read it. Let me read it, you son of a bitch. Won't let me read it. Please let me read it. Maybe if I didn't have 17 windows over. And plus be nice because I was here last night. What were you doing last night? Don't remember anything. Chewy Bean Benita. Is this really Riverside? What in the holy hell of all things holy is up with this LP I just got? You have to start it on the innermost groove and it plays outward towards the outermost. It tracks backwards. What other LPs were on this label? Do you guys know about this? It's really freaking me out. Stereo Jack. This is an early audiophile release of the Riverside album, Smooth as the Wind. At one time, it was felt that tracking from the inside out minimizes distortion. The irony is that the audio on this record actually kind of sucks. The standard stereo issue was better, at least when played with a modern and high cartridge. This is the only release I've seen on this label, but Riverside, which, in addition to their extensive jazz and folk releases, issued a number of albums with recordings of racing cars and trains. So this is Brasses and Strings by Fortissimo, but I have pipe organ. I want more of these now. I have the Ray Barretto one on this label. This is 11 weeks ago. This is the first time I've heard of a record playing that way. I have a G.G. Allen 7-inch that plays from inside out. That's cool. I need it. I've never seen a commercial disc that uses an inside start. Tons of radio description discs, yes, but not commercial. This guy has one where it's just jets. That's crazy. I don't know what to make of this record. I only got it because it was a colored vinyl, and colored vinyl back then was kind of rare. Not totally rare, but somewhat rare. Apparently, all the records on this label, I wonder how many there are online, have the same thing. I may go back to that store tomorrow. Fortissimo LP. Is that the same? I don't think that's the same. Let's see how many Fortissimos there are. There's one, Brasses and Strings. That one's $50. Not paying that. This one's $25. $4.50 for that one. Thunderstorm. I want that one. I want it. I will mark that. I like the Thunderstorm records. Those were great, bruv. Fortissimo 25 Jets. Racing cars. That's fucking brilliant too. 100 next live stream. This is it. I'm going to have another one later. I've got a ton of shit I have to get done. Namely, some books, piles of books, more books. I got a ton of records to play. My life is just so filled with excitement. Pipe organ, there it is. What's this fucker want? $8 for it? I ain't paying it. Already paid 50 cents. Brasses and strings. The Dream. Is that what that says? Oh, pipe organ. I thought it said The Dream. See how many of these have actually sold. And no, I'm not going to show the computer because every time I do, it always shows my personal info. I don't think any of these records sold. This one did. $175. Pachanga and Persuasion. Who the hell paid $175 for this record? And why? Let's see if Discogs has these. Discogs. Fortissimo. You're gonna donate $100 tomorrow? Thanks, buddy. I'll go on a spending spree. Fortissimo. Fortissimo record label. Pipe organ. Never gonna find it this way. Pipe organ. Paul Renard. There it is. It's on Discogs. Fortissimo. Why don't they have 5tissimo? Short-lived, 1960 to 1961 Riverside subsidiary label with all records pressed on dark red Polymax vinyl, in which play from the inside out. Titles are a mix of jazz, pop, and field recordings with an audiophile type focus on recording and pressing. Why the fuck is this one from 2002? Paul Renard, pipe organ. Is that who I have? Yeah, that's who I have. Uncle John Callie and his Kilbasi 6. Okay, thunderstorms and other sounds. Let's check out the thunderstorm. Obviously, no one wants this. Who has it? Videos 1. Last sold. So I could buy it, but it seems like a large price to pay. $450. I'll add it to my watch list. Maybe somebody will. Yeah, it's red vinyl too. Hell yeah. I love it. Kind of want it. Fortissimo. Thunderstorm. Oh, look, the sleeves broke. That's a goddamn shame. Does it say the same thing? Yes. Important. See if my one video is still doing good. 320 views in the last 60 minutes. Don't know why this video about bugs is doing so good. I really need more videos to do this good. I could become a trillionaire. Get your ass plugged in. You hear me? Don't move again. I'm killing this poor Chromebook. This poor little Chromebook. Great job. Views are 145 times higher than your other shorts. 8.6. I might get to 10,000, Buster. This is such great news. I'm looking so forward to this. $60 minutes, 316. Not enough. I want 10 million views on this video. 11 seconds of my life. I guess that's it.